In the swamp, trumping all day long. Saturday nights in Death Valley, that tiger strong. So we Razorbacks, crowd calling the hogs. Blue Reds battle Wildcats, bringing the dogs. Show me Miss Zoe, black and gold fight. Boomer sooner running on a Saturday night. Hook 'em horns, burnt orange in the sun. 12th man standing, Aggies get it done. Saturday lights, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score. Saturday lights, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score.
Welcome to this presentation of Water Cooler Talk Sports.
Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen, man, it's your guy, Nick Frazier, man, one half of Water Cooler Talk Sports, man, and we are back around the water cooler, man. The man, you can't see him, but you can hear him. Tell him who you are, boss man.
And it's your boy, Marcus Fitzpatrick. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yes, sir, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here around the water cooler, as always, on this Wednesday. This Wednesday, man, we are around the water cooler, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here tonight, man. Before we get into it, as always, do me this one favor, man. Just do this one thing for me. Well, not one, it's a couple things that we'd like you to do, man. Go subscribe to these YouTube channels. Go subscribe, man. Subscribe to Tez at SEC season, man. Subscribe to I got Tight Sports and Alabama Football Megacast. I got DC Wolf over at Auburn _Addicts TV. I got Dustin over at the Uptempo Podcast. Be Sharp over at Sharpshooter Sports Talk, man. Vandy Chris over at the Go to Broom Podcast and the Anchor Down Live Podcast on Facebook. At the Huggy Beard himself on YouTube and Twitter. I've got Kid Country on YouTube, and of course the legend himself, Bubba and the Old Man, Auburn Sports Talk, man. Also go subscribe to JMHO Sports Talk with I got Coach Sean on the Block Sports with Coach Carl, and of course the man himself, Dylan, over at the College Loop, man. If you want to support the people that support Water Cooler Talk Sports, shout out to I got DJ. They want support of Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. Follow him on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_Media. That's Hollywood and EY. And of course, follow him on Facebook at Hollywood Media with
Hollywood.
Appreciate that so much, man, for rocking with us as always, man. Continue to mess with the people that mess with Water Cooler Talk Sports. Also, man, go check out I got Adelines by Chef Country. I got Chef Country, man, where we do it right. 2371 Highway 14 in Talkerville, Alabama, man. 2371 Highway 14 in Talkerville, Alabama, man. Make sure you go out there and check out I got Edward, Chef Country at Adelines, man. We will be there October 17, 2026 for the Auburn versus Georgia football game. We will be going live from there, man. Ladies and gentlemen, man, I want y'all to get ready to engage launch breaks, man. Launch breaks. What I got said over at SEC season, man. It comes on tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. Oh man, so check it out tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Central Time, 11:30
We ain't doing nothing.
a.m. Eastern Time, man. Check out our guy Tez with launch breaks, man.
What's
It was
up?
all a dream. I used to read word up. Shout out
Y'all
to our
ain't
guy
doing
Tez,
that, man.
man.
Y'all boy come kicking with Ted on the lunch break. Man. I'm
Exactly.
kicking with Ted.
Exactly.
Y'all might as well come kick.
11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, 10:30 p.m. Central Time. 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. Check out our guy Tez with launch breaks over there. Do us a favor, man. Go subscribe to our social medias, man. Subscribe to at Coolers523 on Twitter. Also follow us at the Water Cooler Talk on Instagram and TikTok, and the Water Cooler Talk podcast on Facebook. Also visit www.watercoolertalksports.com. Again, that's www.watercoolertalksports.com for all of your college football, SEC football, and of course, Auburn football news in written form. Guess what? Guess what else is coming soon? High school football is coming really, really soon. High school recruiting. We will be doing that as well. If you want to support the channel financially, man, $5.99 a month to join the Coolest Cubes game. And then, of course, as well, you can super chat the show as well. We would love to take your money. If you want to give it to us, we will take it. Because every dollar that goes into the show goes back into the show, man. And we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here around the water cooler. Marcus, man, how you feeling tonight, man? You feeling great? You feeling good?
Man, I am busy, active, but I'm ready to turn up.
Man, I'm liking this new background, this new motion background in the back. Thing looks pretty clean, bro. It looks pretty clean.
You're around the water cooler now. It ain't water cooler talk. We're on Water Cooler Talk Network. We're around.
Yeah, the name of the show is around the cooler on the Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. That's the name of the show, and that's a nice little background. You got the Water Cooler Talk Sports up at the top with the cooler logo and things and stuff up there at the top, man. That's nice, man. That's nice. I don't know who did that, but that's pretty good, man. Hey, shout out to the people that's rocking with us in the chat, man. Shout out to y'all, man. I got Tim, the tool man Taylor in the chat with the new avatar.
You already knew it. He already told you. What's up, Tim?
What's up, Tim? How you feeling, my guy? Auburn Dad for life, rocking with us. AD4L. My guy, how you feeling, man?
Let's get
everybody's favorite insider, your favorite insider, my favorite insider, the one and only Ant, the insider. Is rocking with us. Yeah, man, we appreciate him so much.
What's up, Ant?
Still to rock with us. There he is, man, fellas. Mike McKinney rocking with us in the chat. What's up, Mike, man? AUTJ.
What's up, TJ in the building?
Man? How you feeling, my guy, man? Big Sarge rocking with us in the chat.
Like it is.
As always. What's up, my guy? P-Pass in the chat rocking with us as well.
What's up, P-Pass?
What's up, P-Pass, man? We appreciate you so much, as always, for rocking with us. I believe Crimson in the chat. What's up? I believe Crimson. We talking about
what up, dude?
We talking about we can talk about it. We'll talk a little Alabama football tonight. What we're gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about it tonight a little bit. You know what it is. We're gonna talk that quarterback battle was going on. I got King Richard is in the chat right here. What's up, King, man? How you feeling, man? Hope you're feeling good, man. Hope you're feeling great, man. Appreciate you so much for always rocking with us here around the water cooler. James Barnett is rocking with us.
Is that James? I see you. What's up, James?
It's James, man. Shout out to James.
Let's get it. You already know, James.
For continuing to rock with us, man, and support us here around the water cooler, man. We thank y'all so much for continuing to rock with us, man. Marcus, let's go ahead and let's get into this subject tonight, man. This is going to be a really, really good conversation. I believe it will be. I believe this is going to be a really, really good conversation tonight. I
see you that day, man.
I think it's gonna be. Oh, I just saw it pop up in the chat. Jermaine Mims is in here, man. I'm not stirring the pot. I'm just giving you facts. That's what I'm just giving you facts. One of my favorite
Alabama fans. I don't even like a lot of them, but I like them right there.
And of course, I got Jay rocking with us in the chat. What's up, Jay, man? How you feeling, man? I hope you feeling good. I hope you feeling great. As always, man. Let's get into this thing, man. As you can tell from the title of this, man. Alabama, Tennessee have no quarterback. None. No quarterback. Byrum Brown gives Auburn a massive advantage. Here's why Byrum Brown gives Auburn a massive advantage this season. It's something that a lot of people don't talk about when you talk about Auburn and whether you project them to be, and particularly in things of that nature. But what we want to do tonight, man, is we want to go through each battle. And of course, you know, we put up a story on watercoolertalksports.com yesterday where we ranked from 1 to 16 from best to worst, the quarterback situations for each SEC school. And we'll take a look at that here tonight on the show as well. We'll do that. We'll get that going, and everybody can get a chance to see that as well. But let's get this thing started, man. The SEC, man, we are in some type of, I don't want to say dilemma, but I ask you this question to get this conversation started. Do you feel that this is probably the most uncertainty for majority of schools when it comes to the quarterback position, even with some that have some returning starters? Do you feel that way?
Yes, I do. I do feel that way. I feel like it's up in the air for a lot of schools who are bringing in new coaches and new quarterbacks. I feel like with our situation, where we bringing in a coach and a quarterback from a different school as a duo, I think we get the leg up. Like you said, I feel real good about our opportunity and moving forward. I wonder what Auburn is going to do to capitalize on that.
That's a good question. That's really good, man. I feel the same way too, man. I feel the same way too. And you know, I was, you know what? Let's look at the article first, man. Let's take a look at the article. Let's share this screen here and let's look at this article together that we put out here, man. It's top story that we put on there yesterday. Which SEC programs have the best and worst football programs? You know what? I want y'all to look at that. I don't know if y'all had a chance to look at that, read that article yet, but go to watercoolertalksports.com and take a look at that article and read it. We're gonna come back to this in a minute. I want to put something up on the screen. I want to put up because here we like to be great at everything we do. We want to be elite at everything that we do. I want to put up something, a graphic that we put together here, and I want to see if we agree on this graphic as a collective here. Like as a collective, do we agree with this? And then this is going to kind of correlate to what we look at at the end of the show when we start talking about if you agree with the rankings per se in that article when we look at that. So here's the graphic, man. We tiered these quarterback situations a little bit here in the SEC. This is what we did. We have this SEC quarterback situation tier chart. All right. And when you look at this tier chart, it has it tiered in four categories. You have what you have as locked in returning starters. You have guys that are transfer guys, but more than likely will be the plug and play guys that will start. Then you have the area where you have guys that are breaking teams that are breaking in new starters. Even though if some of those starters were on the team last year. And then of course you have the teams where you're starting over. Nobody on their roster has major college football playing experience. So they are in somewhat of a situation of starting over. Is what you're looking at. When you look over here in the locked in category, let's go through this list real quick and let's see if we can agree with these teams. You start off with Georgia, Gunnar Stockton. Do you agree that they are locked in?
Yep.
Okay.
Definitely a lot.
You move to Texas. When you look at Texas, do you agree that they are locked in with Arch Manning as a starter?
Definitely a lot.
Do you think so? Because you've seen a lot of KJ Lacey this offseason throwing the football.
That's because Arch had surgery, bro. Let's keep it honest.
But I get it. I understand it. But he's looked really good. He's looked really good throwing the football.
He has. But you also see a lot of Arch and Cam together. So that lets me know where Texas' head is when it comes to that starting situation. By the fall, you're going to see Manning in the backfield.
Okay. All right. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm just saying what we've seen so far. You look at Ole Miss, Trinidad Chambliss has the injunction with the court system in Mississippi, even though the NCAA is trying to get in there some kind of way and get that injunction out. Do you agree that is a lock? That's locked in?
And to that court situation, Claire, I don't know.
so basically we're saying with Ole Miss is locked in as long as that injunction in the court says it's good.
If the court give him a pass, I don't see why not.
Okay. South Carolina, Lenore Sellers. Is that a lock?
Of course.
Okay. Marcel Reed, Texas A&M. Is that a
Of
lock?
course. Of course.
John Materia, Oklahoma. Is that a lock?
Of course.
Okay. Byrum Brown at Auburn. Is Byrum Brown a lock at Auburn?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know
Okay.
what you want me to say about that one, boss.
Okay. I'm just asking. I have to ask the question. I have to ask it because here we want to be as objective as we possibly
I
can
don't
be.
think. I
here.
think like you said it a long time ago when you were talking about Dion. Golesh brought his Louis V with him.
He did.
He brought his
He did.
Louis V with him.
He bought
He
his
said
luggage and his Louis. That's what he did.
Said if
All
I
right, now
want the
let's.
best chance, I want to bring my quarterback. So
All right, so let's look at the blue area here. Transfer, but guys that potentially are plug-in guys that we feel are the clear front runners to start. LSU, Sam Levitt. Do we feel like Sam Levitt has the front edge as the starter for LSU?
if he's healthy, yes.
Okay. Kenny Minchie, transfer from Notre Dame. At Kentucky with Will Stein. New system, new regime there in Lexington. Do we feel as Kenny Minchie is the guy that's going to be there? Not now. Now, I will say this. They did bring in.
That's a shaky quarterback situation right there.
They did bring in another quarterback in Jaquay Long.
That's what I'm saying. Like
So,
that. I that situation would depend on his performance. I don't think that's a lot out of all the ones that we
interesting. Okay.
through so far. That one right there is a very shaky quarterback situation. Just because he didn't have a lot of playing time in Notre Dame. He showed flares. They're very hype on him. He has potential, but I don't, with potential, once you start losing, they'll pull the plug on potential real quick.
But here's the thing, though. Neither one of those quarterbacks at Kentucky have a lot of playing experience.
I know.
Both highly rated guys, though, but they don't have a lot of playing experience.
That's the reason why you would put both of them on the field to see what they got.
So are we saying that we should move Kentucky down into the red area with those two teams when we get to them? Should Kentucky be in that red area with Tennessee and Vanderbilt?
I think they're going. We speaking on who they're going to try to go with in the beginning of the fall, or we just speaking on spring. I think they're going to try to go with the dude from Notre Dame. I think he's going to get a lot of the playing time right off, but I don't think he finished the season as a starting quarterback.
Okay, all right, let's move on. Missouri, Austin Simmons.
Yes, I think he had a lot.
Okay, now here's the one where we've had questions, we've had conversations about this one. Florida with Aaron Philo, and at Florida. Now here's the now we have him in. Is a lot of people are saying that because Aaron Philo followed Buster Faulkner to Florida as the quarterback with his coach. A lot of people are saying because he's followed him there, that he is the shoe-in to be the guy. But there is a guy in Tramel Jones Jr., and I'm going to put up that comparison there. Here it is. It's Tramel Jones Jr. and Aaron Philo, two guys that are battling with each other for potentially being the starting quarterback. So is Philo the sure-in guy that we're saying that could be the guy to come in and start at Florida this year? Would you give him the inside track?
Another situation where it could start off with Philo and end with Jones, because Summerall was a very high anticipated hiring candidate. That means if Florida starts tanking with Philo, he will have to make the move to Jones just to see what Jones has to offer, because they're so close-knit. So another situation where it can start out with Philo and end with Jones.
Okay.
I think they're in the same situation with Kentucky. You're very uncertain.
Okay. Well, let's get back over here to this graphic here. All right. So that's the end with the transfer plug-in tier. All right. Let's get to the breaking in new starter tier. All right. So I put Alabama here because I think Alabama has two talented guys in that room, but I don't know which way they go.
Yeah.
You have Austin Mack there, who came in with Caleb DeBoer from Washington, transfer from Washington. Of course, you have Keelan Russell there. All right, we're gonna hold that conversation because we're gonna talk a little bit more about them in the next segment. So that's what we breaking in there. So let's get to Mississippi State. Mississippi State, Kamario Taylor. Is Kamario Taylor the guy in Starkville underneath Jeff Levy? 4-star guy from Mississippi. They did bring in Jaden Rashada, but I don't think Jaden Rashada is threatening for the starting job. I do think Kamario Taylor is the guy that is going to get the inside track to be the starting quarterback. I think he's a true dual threat guy that I think is going to have it's going to surprise a lot of people this year. I look at this. Okay. Now, here we go. Arkansas. Arkansas has a very interesting situation at quarterback as well. KJ Jackson, who was on the team last year.
Yep. Showed good promise.
Yeah, he was on the team last year. KJ Jackson, who was on the team last year. He was part of that regime with Sam Pittman, but he's still on the team now with Ryan Silverfield. But here is the caveat. The caveat to this. AJ Hill is now in that room. He transferred from Memphis to Arkansas, where Ryan Silverfield was the head coach last year. Are we looking at a dilemma in the quarterback room there? I think we potentially could be. All right, let's drop down to this final tier. We're going to talk about Tennessee in a minute and when we get to them. But let's talk about Vanderbilt. I think Vanderbilt has the worst, and I don't care if anybody want to debate this with me. I think Vanderbilt has the worst quarterback situation.
Why,
in the
Nick?
conference. Because you are there. They did not go out in the transfer portal and get anybody
They
in the
go
transfer
with
portal.
freshmen. They
He's a 5-star. Don't get it twisted. They got a 5-star that was committed to Georgia. They flipped him from Georgia. He's a 5-star, but he has no college football playing experience. But we'll see, man. We'll see what it is. We'll talk about it.
Hey, man,
we'll see what it is.
You know, if you trust in your coaching ability, man, this is, and he already there right now working.
Yeah, of course he had. Yeah, why wouldn't he be?
You know what I'm saying? He right now working, you know, putting in that work. So, man, hey, you know, no sky's the limit, man.
Okay, all right. So, I mean, that's what the tiers look like. Tell us in the chat what you think about that. What you think about those tiers, man. Tell us if you think anybody should fall down a little bit. Tell us what you think if anybody should excuse me. If anybody should move up. What are your thoughts on these quarterback situations there, man? All right. So we have taken a look at the tier of quarterbacks in this conference and what it looks like. Now, let's talk about Tennessee and Alabama. So when we looked at that tier, we had Tennessee in the starting over tier. We had Alabama in the breaking in a new starter tier, but we don't know which one is going to be, but we think they got talented guys. I think Tennessee has some talented guys as well, but I literally believe none of them played. 2 of them didn't play not now part of college football last year. And the one that does have college football experience wasn't even a full-time starter at Colorado last year, Ryan Stubb. So let's look at Tennessee. Let's look at Tennessee. Okay. Tennessee. You're looking at Tennessee quarterback situation. You're looking at guys in this room that have not played a lot. You have the 4-star recruit in George McIntyre, 6'6", 205-pound guy, 4-star recruit. 2024, he didn't. I don't think he registered any stats last year in 2025. So you have to go back to his 2024 high school year. You have to go back and look at that. You look at it: 2,700 yards passing, 66% completion, 17 touchdowns, 9 rushing touchdowns. You move over to Faison Brandon on the end. This is a guy that has not played a single snap of college football because it is his first year. Even though he was a 5-star recruit from Greensboro, North Carolina, 6'4", 215. They got a lot of big guys in that room. I think they are the 2 biggest guys. Faison Brandon and George McIntyre are the 2 biggest guys in this room. But you look at his high school careers: over 6,000 yards completion, 72% completion percentage, 79 passing touchdowns, and 21 rushing touchdowns. So he has dual threat capabilities in this that he can use in this offense. Then you get to Ryan Staub, the only guy in this offense in this quarterback room that has some level of college football playing experience. But you look at the stats. You look at the stats at the bottom of the screen: 427 yards last year, 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 54.5% completion percentage is what he had as playing last year for the Colorado Buffaloes and Coach Brown. You look at this room, Marcus. What does this tell you? When you see this, what does this tell you in your gut? What are your feelings about this?
I want to say this, clear my throat for it. They're about to run the football. That's what they about to do in Tennessee. I'm about to sit back there and run football. But I think like we seen last year when we died at Hypo and what he could do, that he could figure out a way to make a bad quarterback situation not look so bad and actually look pretty good. So I think during the spring, hopefully one of those quarterbacks shows flashes. Mostly I'm leaning the quarterback that transferred in from Colorado, but if they show flashes, I feel like the majority of the time they're gonna run the football anyway, take shots when necessary, and you might end up seeing Brandon by the end of the season because he's a bigger quarterback that can run the football. They probably gonna utilize his running ability by the end of the season. So with Tennessee, like you said, man, their situation is probably worse than Vanderbilt's, man. That's why I said
really,
because at least you know what you get with Jared Curtis. You know you got a true freshman.
How?
Because you got a true freshman that's gonna go through true freshman roles. With this situation, if your quarterback don't pan out, the quarterback that you depend on or you pick this spring don't pan out, you're gonna have to go to a different quarterback that you're gonna be playing Russian roulette with quarterbacks.
So okay, I ask you this question: do you think this is all right with what we know? Is this going to be Josh Heupel's most difficult offseason of trying to figure out who the quarterback is going to be? Because
we said it last year that we thought it was going to be very difficult. But the reason why it wasn't is because he went and got a UCLA starting quarterback, and they just switched quarterbacks out, and the situation ended up panning out pretty good for him.
But to that point, Joey Aguilar did not play it down for UCLA. He did not.
You're right.
2 years at Appalachian State. That's the difference. That's the difference why a lot of people felt a little bit more confident last year because Joey Aguilar had stats in college football.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
He had 3,000 yard seasons at Appalachian State. He had years where he was 20 plus touchdown guy. Not a lot of interceptions, even though his interceptions increased his second season at Appalachian State. So there was some sort of, optimism about what it could be there because it was a guy that had some college experience, had significant college experience. When you look at this Tennessee quarterback.
That's why I had.
There is no significant quarterback experience.
It's gonna be tough. This is gonna be one of the toughest ones for him because last year we said it's gonna be tough, but this one definitely about to be tough.
Okay, all right. So we just talked about Tennessee. Let's bring up Alabama. Okay, so if we say that about Tennessee, why aren't we saying the same thing about Alabama and the two guys that they have?
Because those two guys have been sitting in the system, patiently waiting on the opportunity.
Okay. All right. Well, let's look at it. Let's look at the guys. Alabama. Here it is. You have Austin Mack and Keelan Russell. Is who you have in this quarterback room. You're looking at Austin Mack, redshirt sophomore, 6'6", 235-pound, big guy. He was a transfer from Washington, as we stated before, four-star kid, four-star transfer guy. You look at the 2025 stats at the bottom of the screen, 75% completion, only 228 yards, 24-32, 2 passing touchdowns, no interceptions. And he got some significant playing time, really, in the college football playoff against Indiana, but that game was out of hand when he played it. So there was really nothing significant he can do in that game to help them come back because it was already so far out of hand. You move over to Keelan Russell, the guy that everybody is fawning over. The guy that everybody loves, the guy that everybody says is the future. He's the Elite 11. He won the Elite 11. He's this super talented guy, 5-star recruit out of high school, 6'3", just under 200 pounds. You look at what he did in 2 games last year, 73% completion, 143 yards, 11 for 15, 11 for 15, 2 passing touchdowns, no interceptions. So you have 2 talented guys here. So my question to you is, you got 2 guys who have not played significant college football in this quarterback room. What we just said about Tennessee, we literally just had Tennessee in the red as in a worse position. But why aren't we saying the same thing about Alabama?
because these guys have been in the system, like we just said. This guy Matt got to play in a playoff game last year and showed great promise, but the game was already out of hand. But I will say, with the boys' job at Bama and how quick those Bama fans turn when things are going bad. If Mac looks bad on the field, because I'm pretty sure they're going to start Mac in the beginning of the season.
I got a feeling that's gonna happen too.
If Mac looks bad on the field, these Bama fans will go crazy screaming Russell from the mountaintops of let me chill out.
Lake Minnetonka.
Lake Minnetonka. You already know.
From the mountaintops of Colorado to the hills of Tennessee. Throughout the plains of Texas.
Please put in
from sea to shining sea. That's what they'll be doing.
But yes, we all know how that situation will go, and I think the boy will be pressured into putting that guy in, and I think he'll succeed. I think Russell is the better quarterback from what I have seen. I think
really, you think Keelan Russell is the better quarterback between these two guys, right? But we haven't seen much of him between the two.
Man, dog, you seen him in high school, boy.
Okay,
when we started this. Like, we had to start watching tape on these guys. So he was one of the guys in the beginning that him and my boy Deuce that we started watching tape on first. And, it was a battle.
But here's the thing, though. Keelan Russell was a 3-star recruit at one point in time. He was literally a 3-star recruit at one point in time, if I'm not mistaken. Alabama fans, correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, but if my memory consoles me.
Yeah, I think you're correct.
If my memory serves me correct. Yeah. This was a 3-star recruit at one point in time.
Be sharp, boy. Be sharp. Had posted on clip, boy. Hey, bro, got a cannon.
All right, man. But I still want to ask the question though. With what we just stated about those two particular rooms, we literally just sat here and said that this Tennessee room right here, this Tennessee room has no significant playing experience at the quarterback position.
Nick,
what we said.
Then
we also came back and said, and the numbers tell us this Alabama room has no significant quarterback experience in playing college football. But we literally just said Alabama's room is better than Tennessee's.
Yeah, and sad to say, Nick, they can go with either quarterback and still have a better season than Tennessee.
Wow. Okay. All right. Okay, man.
Well, I would say this. No. Hold on. Let me, because we live. I would say they'll be projected to have a better season than Tennessee. I think Heupel, this right here, like you said, will be one of his proven seasons. And as last year, because I really doubted him, I was real down on Tennessee last year. I think he might prove me wrong again.
Okay. All right, man. I give you this. If Josh Heupel can come out and win with one of those quarterbacks this year, Josh Heupel moves up. I'll say this. Josh Heupel will move up past Lane Kiffin for me. Even though I think him and Lane Kiffin are right here, right now, he will move past Lane Kiffin for me if he comes out and wins with one of these quarterbacks in this round.
All right, question. How many games he got to win? Give me a bar.
Tennessee fans saying he got to be back in the college football playoff.
No, I don't think saying. Negative. You just said quarterback situation makes you a legit coach.
But how does he get back to the college football playoff though? You said they're gonna run the football. They got one of the better running backs in college football in Deshaun Bishop back. He was a 1,000-yard back last year, if I'm not mistaken. They can lean on the run game, like you said, take their shots down the field. It's what I think, man. So it's gonna be interesting to think, man. It's gonna be interesting to think. Let us know in the chat what y'all think, man. We're gonna take a quick break right here, man. We want y'all to do this, man. Do me a favor, man. Go check out our guy, Kid Country. Adelines by Chef Country. Go check him out. 2371 Highway 14.
The ribs, man, because I want to know Alabama. What they taste like if I get down there, because I want them.
Go check him out, man. Go check him out there. I'm telling you, Adelines by Chef Country, 2371 Highway 14 in Otagoville, Alabama, where we do it right. Go make sure, go check him out. Also, man, check out our guy DJ, man. Go follow him. You want to feel like a star? Follow him on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_media. And then follow him on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's. Support the people that support Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. I got DJ. I'm telling you, man, you want to be with the best, go be with the best. And then, of course, man, I got Tez over at It's SE Season. Lunch breaks engage.
You gotta go.
Tomorrow, it was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Check him out tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. Check out Lunch Breaks tomorrow over on at It's SE Seasons YouTube channel. What I got Tez. I'm telling you, interactive. Everybody that's in here watching now, go subscribe to at It's SE Season, and then make sure that tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, 10:30 a.m. Central Time, you are in there watching Lunch Breaks. Have a lunch with I got Tez, man. I'm telling you, it is what it is. You're gonna have a great time. All right, let's get back to the show, man. Okay, so we started the show out looking at the tier of quarterbacks and where we have them ranked. The next segment of the show, we looked at Alabama and Tennessee's quarterback room. Now, let's look at the guy that a lot of people are saying will not do well in this conference this year because he played in a lesser conference. And that's one Byrum Brown. Byrum Brown listen, man. Let's have the conversation. Let's have a conversation. Why is Auburn football not getting more respect than what they are getting from national media? FanDuel came out with the over-unders for this year. Auburn was at 6.5. They juiced up after it came out day one. The next day it was juiced up for Tennessee and Florida at 7.5, and I think Alabama is at 8.5. Now, listen to those numbers now. Alabama's at 8.5. Tennessee's juiced to 7.5. Auburn is at 6.5. But when you look at probably the most important position on the football field, Auburn is more solidified at that position than the other two teams that we just talked about. Look at that. Look at Byrum Brown numbers, man. Look at his numbers from 2025. 66.3% completion, 28 touchdowns, 28 passing touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 3,100 yards passing, 1,008 yards rushing, 14 rushing touchdowns for a total of 42 touchdowns last year. There's only 12 guys in college football. There's only 12 guys in college football that have rushed for 1,000 yards in a season and passed for over 3,000 yards in a season. And the man on the screen that you're looking at right now is one of them. And you take him from USF in a system that he's been in for 4 years. You put him at Auburn. You bring in 4 or 5 of the wide receivers that played with him last year. You even bring in one of the running backs that played with him last year. You bring the offensive coordinator. You bring the head coach. You bring that man in, and you sit here and tell me that Auburn is a 6.5 over-under for the season. Why, Marcus? Why?
I don't agree, but they tired of having faith in Auburn, man. Because years past, they bit into the freeze juice just like we did, man. I think they tired of having faith in Auburn. So now Auburn's gonna have to.
But Hugh Freeze is not here no more.
Hey man,
this is Alex Golesh. Alex
Golesh
brought in. He brought in his quarterback. He brought in the receivers. He brought in the system, and the guys that know the system are here in the system playing. And majority of them are going to be starting. Can we stop looking at the past and look at what's on paper and tell us and make bold decisions about what's on the paper to let us know how these teams are going to
be? They don't believe in it. They got to like Sarah said. This Auburn team, this Auburn team has a chip on their shoulder because they have to earn the respect. Man. And I like it because they have to. I like it because the teams usually that pop out are the teams that go up under the radar. So if this team plays with that chip on their shoulder, because this team to me is easily an 8-win team. If we were 5 wins last year with competent play calling and a quarterback that actually can play the position fluently and was proven to play the position, not just he has potential. We seen his potential. We know he can play the position though. So it's just with that being said, I just think we're easy shoe in at least 8, bro. Like and that's and to me, if we can't get eight wins with this situation, I'm kind of getting a little nervous.
You know what I want to do? Let's look at Auburn's schedule. Let's look at Auburn's schedule and let's look at this. This is Auburn's 2026 schedule. Let's look at the schedule and let's look at it and see all the teams that will be breaking in new quarterbacks. Baylor, new quarterback.
And they don't like his QB mechanics. I'm hearing.
Apparently so. That's according to the videos. If you've seen the videos,
nobody making a big deal about DJ Ladway. He was in the preseason Heisman race last year.
I listen, man. I'm telling you. This is wild. Southern Miss has a new coach coming in because their coach left to go be the head coach at Memphis. So there's a new regime at Southern Miss. That's a new quarterback that's more than likely going to be starting. Florida, new quarterback that's going to be starting.
Yep.
Vanderbilt, new quarterback that's going to be starting.
Yep.
Tennessee, new quarterback that's going to be starting.
Yep.
You have a bye week. Georgia, Gunnar Stockton coming back. LSU, new quarterback that's going to be starting. Ole Miss, you have Trinidad James. Trinidad Chambers. I was about to say Trinidad James. Trinidad Chambers. He's back.
So certain,
No. I think everything with Trinidad Chambers is going to hold up. Is what I'm saying. I think everything is going to hold up with him. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Trinidad Chambers, he's returning. Arkansas, new starting quarterback. Mississippi State, new starting quarterback, but he was in the system with Jeff Levy last year and Kamario Taylor. Sanford, don't know what they got at quarterback. I have to do more research on them. Alabama, new starting quarterback. Every team on Auburn's schedule except 2 are going to have brand new starting quarterbacks in the room. And none of them have been entrenched in the system as long as Byrum Brown has been. But we sit here and we give these other teams more props off of last year than what this team is going to be this year. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Understand it.
All right, then, Nick. Let me. Since we talking about this team on the show, let me ask this question to you then. Since we got the schedule pulled up.
Okay.
With that being said, with Alabama starting a new quarterback, who's the what coach is it bigger for to win this year? The Iron Bowl, I would say. The boy Golesh, it being his first year. That's
a good question. That is a very good question. Because I would probably have to say for Auburn fans, it would probably have to be Golesh.
I agree, Nick. I think it's just like Alabama fans gonna say what they gonna say, but yeah, I think nationally, I think it's Golesh, man. Golesh to me would have more of a proven offense up under his system.
Mm-hmm.
And by that time, at the end of the season, we should know exactly who we are.
I agree. I get what you're saying. I feel what you're saying there. I clearly get what you're saying. I think for Auburn fans, I think it's more important for Golesh to win because Auburn hasn't beaten Alabama.
Exactly.
Alabama in what this will be what 5 or 6 years, and you haven't beaten Alabama in Alabama since 2010. You know, so you look at that, and if Golesh can come in and do that, I think a lot of people will look at it and be like, man, this is a new regime for Auburn. You know, and things stuff of that nature, and they'll be like, all right, this is cool. But nationally, I think it's probably more. I think it would probably be more DeBoer. For the
really?
I think it probably more because there's this, and I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm just gonna be real. There's this fictional narrative about DeBoer, and let's pull up Coach DeBoer's coaching record here. Since we're talking about him, let's put him up. You know, you're looking at the coaching record of Kalen DeBoer, right? Look at the coaching record of Kalen DeBoer. 57-17 overall coaching record. He's a 6-time AP Coach of the Year. He had the number 1 total offense at Fresno State. He went to the CFP National Championship game with Washington. He In his first season, he won 9 games. His second season, he went to the SEC championship game and lost, but he also won a playoff game as well. In any other world, you're looking at that coach and saying that coach is
a good coach.
is trajecting in the right direction. But because it's Alabama,
exactly,
he's not. He is not successful.
Not good enough.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Man.
In the words of Kendrick Lamar, not enough.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I think I do get it, but I don't get it at the same time. So, I guess, man. I guess, man. It's wild. It's wild to me, man. We talked about him. I had to bring it up because we talked about it, man. God, man, that was great. But what I want to do now is, man, I want y'all to take a look at this article here. Let's take a look at the article we put up on yesterday over on watercoolertalksports.com. Which SEC program has the best and worst QB situation? Let's get into that and just take a look and see what the rankings ended up being. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't read it already, you get a chance to read it now, but go read it on your leisurely time. Number one, we had Trinidad Chambliss and Ole Miss as the best QB situation. You have number 2, Garner Stockton in Georgia. Number 3, Marcel Reed in Texas A&M. Number 4, John Mateer in Oklahoma. Number 5, Byrum Brown. Byrum Brown at number 5. Number 6, you had Arch Manning in Texas. Number 7, you had LSU. So you got Sam Levitt or Hudson Longstreet. And the reason why I put LSU that high is because, or not I, but the metrics that I used put them there is because this really factored in Lane Kiffin a lot because of what Lane Kiffin has done with quarterback play over his years at Ole Miss is what he's done. So that really factored that in. At number 7. Number 8, Austin Simmons in Missouri is at number 8. He was the starting quarterback for Ole Miss last year, got injured, but because Trinidad James came in and played so well, he just lost his starting job. Transferred to Missouri. He's going to be there with Kirby Moore and Eli Drinkwitz. Should be able to light it up. Number 9, Lenore Sellers at number 9 in South Carolina. Number 10, Austin Mack and Keelan Russell at Alabama. Number 11, Camario Taylor at Mississippi State. Number 12, Kenny Minchey. Now, this is where it gets interesting. From 12 to 16, we want to know if these are the 5 worst quarterback situations in the SEC. Starting at number 12, you have Kenny Minchey at Kentucky. You have number 13, Aaron Follow and Tramel Jones Jr. at Florida. Number 14, KJ Jackson at Arkansas. Number 15, George McIntyre, Faison Brandon, and Ryan Staub at Tennessee. And then finally, Jared Curtis and Vanderbilt at 16. I'm going to get y'all thoughts on that, man. Do you agree with those last 5 as the worst QB situations in the SEC?
Go back up, Nick. Let me see him again.
Hold on, I'm about to bring in one Kid Country. What's up, Kid Country, ladies and gentlemen? Evan, what's on your mind? What's up?
What's up, fellas? What's up, man?
What's up?
Chilling, man. Chilling. You doing all right?
Oh yeah, I've just been back behind the scenes listening to y'all. I was working on something. I said once I got finished, I'd jump on with you for a minute.
All right. Well,
damn, phone went dead last night on Ted's show. I gotta make sure I charge it up today.
It's all good. It's all good. So the question we're asking here right now, based on the article that was posted on watercoolertalksports.com. If you haven't, please go visit watercoolertalksports.com. If you do it once a day and read one article a day, it helps us out. The 5 worst quarterback situations in the SEC from 12 to 16. Kenny Minchey at Kentucky. Florida with Aaron Philo and Tramel Jones Jr. KJ Jackson at Arkansas. George McIntyre, Faison Brandon, Ryan Staub at Tennessee, and then Jared Curtis at Vanderbilt. Do you agree or disagree with this list on the screen, Marcus?
I would switch out the Arkansas and Kentucky situation.
So you would put Arkansas ahead of Kentucky?
Yep.
So you put Art. So basically, you saying they still basically saying they still in the bottom 5, but you have
Oh, okay.
Arkansas at
Okay.
12.
Go back up. Let me see again. My bad.
Yeah, Kenny Minchie, Kentucky, Florida,
No, I'm saying let
Arkansas.
me see who outside of the top 5. So
Okay, so outside of the top 5, you have Kamario Taylor, Mississippi State at 11, Alabama with Austin Mack and Keelan Russell at 10,
okay.
Lenore Sellers in South Carolina at 9. You have Austin Simmons in Missouri at 8. You have Sam Levitt and Hudson Longstreet, and Lane Kiffin has a lot to do with that at 7 at LSU. Arch Manning at 6, Texas. Byrum Brown, 5, Auburn. You have John Mateer, 4, Oklahoma. Marcel Reed, 3, Texas A&M. Gunnar Stockton, 2 at Georgia. And then, of course, Trinidad Chambliss, 1 at Ole Miss.
I can't really disagree with the bottom half of that list, then, Nick.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that list is the worst quarterbacks in the conference.
So those 5 programs you saying in Kentucky. Let's look at it again. So those 5 programs in Kentucky, Florida, Arkansas, Tennessee, and Vanderbilt are the 5 worst quarterback situations in the SEC.
Yep.
Okay. Kid Country, what's your thoughts on that?
I kind of agree.
Okay. Today.
But I think, yeah. You asked me today. This when you asked me, so I'm agree with that. But I think there's some guys on that list can work their way up this season, man.
Okay. So I was about to ask that question. Out of those 5, Jared Curtis, the Tennessee situation, Arkansas, Florida, and Kentucky at 12. Which one of those situations, and we're going to say guys, has the better opportunity to move out of that 5? And if they do move out, who falls and takes their place?
I think the Florida situation, I think they could possibly move up.
Okay.
You coming into a situation to where you already know the system.
Okay.
It was another one on there.
I just tell me what school. And
I think Tennessee. I think Tennessee. Similar to Golesh system. Okay. You don't have to have an all-star QB in this system. You know what I mean? You don't have to have a hero quarterback in this system. I think for what they do in their system, I think one of those guys can possibly move up in this list.
Okay. All right. Tennessee. So basically, you saying, but here's the thing about Josh Heupel though. Josh Heupel in the years that when he had other quarterbacks in that system in that room with him, those were guys that were in the system for a longer period of time and understood what it needed to be done. And I'm talking about Hendon Hooker and Joe Milton for sure. Nico was in the system as well. Nico kind of sat. He sat one year when he came in, and he actually kind of did what he needed to do and led Tennessee to he helped lead them to a college football playoff appearance. Joey Aguilar, I think Joey Aguilar, he just got there late, but he played well enough for them to actually be in college football playoff contention. But as we stated earlier, Joey Aguilar had significant college football experience as a starter at Appalachian State 2 years before he got to Tennessee. None of the guys in this room have significant college football experience playing. Not George McIntyre, even though he sat in the system a little bit last year. Faison Brandon is brand new. He was in high school last year. Ryan Staub was at Colorado with Coach Prime last year, and he didn't even throw for more than 500 yards. So Tennessee is interesting to me. That is the most interesting one to me. That's the most interesting.
I actually agree with Edward on it. I think Tennessee would move up possibly, or Kentucky, and it probably be replaced by Mississippi State's quarterback, because if Levy doesn't get it together, I know me and you were very high on him as a coach, but if he don't get it together, Mississippi State is going to look like Mississippi State has been in the past.
So you saying potentially Kamario Taylor could move down?
Yes.
Wow, that's interesting. All right.
And Tennessee and Florida, both of those teams, you have to remember.
Okay.
Quarterback best friend is a running game. Both of those teams can run the ball. So
Facts,
you
yeah.
know,
Very true.
that's why I like both of those guys. You know, whoever the guy, either one of those spots. I like Jones at Florida. Honestly, I like that kid.
I no doubt you on that one. I kind of agree with you. I kind of agree. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like Tramel Jones Jr. more than I like Aaron Follow at Georgia, at Florida.
Yeah,
I think he finished the season as a starter. I said it.
That's just
I
me.
think if he get that star position, man, look out for the Gators, man.
Okay.
But I think the ceiling is through the roof for that kid.
I like it. I like it. All right, man. That's a look at the list, man. If you have not, go to watercoolertalksports.com and check out this article, man. Ranking the SEC quarterback situations heading into the 2026 season, man. Go check it out. And visit watercoolertalksports.com, man. That's us. That's us, man. We legitimate. You know, that's what it is, man. We appreciate that so much for rocking with us here, man. Let's take a look at some of these comments before we get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us, man. Big Sorry said, man, Auburn is playing 5 teams who are either breaking in a new starter or starting a freshman. We just went over that in the list, and it's really all of them except for 2 or 3 teams. So it's wild. D-Lev in the chat. What's up, D-Lev, man? Appreciate so much, man, for rocking with us here as well. Big Sorry said, man, Aaron Philo should be in the breaking in a new starter tier. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right, we just had that conversation a little bit, and we see what's going on. Big Sorry said Kenny Minchie and Aaron Follow should drop down to the next tier. Okay, I like that. I believe Crimson. He asks, Nick, do you make these graphics? Yes, we do. We do make these graphics. I do make these graphics. Yes. Big Sorry said, man, Philo was at Georgia Tech, but he didn't play much. No, he did not. He did not. I believe Crimson said, I very much appreciate the style of these graphics, whoever makes them. Well, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. Mike McKinney said Russell will start over Mack. He's going with Keelan Russell over Austin Mack in Alabama. All right. Okay. I believe Crimson said, let it be a fair competition, but I hope it's Russell. I believe Crimson has put his name in the hat saying he would like to see Keelan Russell be the starter there. And Jermaine Mims comes behind him and said the room has potential with Mack and Russell. And he also comes right back behind that and says, man, Mack is for stability and keeping the offense on schedule. Keelan has that wow factor, but still makes mistakes.
That's why the man be saying the game how I see it.
That's what's up. Hey, he being impartial. He telling the truth. He being impartial.
Because that's exactly why I say, like, hey, for me, if Mac starts losing that part of it and stops losing, he becomes unstable and the offense stalls and starts looking bad. The boy gonna have to make that move, man.
Gonna have to. I hear what you're saying. Big Sarge comes in and says, man, the key to beating Alabama, Tennessee, Vanderbilt, Florida, and Arkansas this season is stop the run and put the game in the quarterback's hands. So basically he's saying we got to stop their run and make their quarterback win the game. Hey, that I think with, you know, we went over all of those teams are basically breaking in new guys who are very inexperienced, and that is a great game plan right there. So I don't disagree with that at all. King Richard in the chat. What's up, King, man? How you feeling, man? He says simple because Auburn has put on the field for the last 5 years. What they put on the field for the last 5, even though it's a complete new program now. Yeah, I just hate that. I hate that. I look at national writers and they look at what the team did last year. Look at what the team looks like this year. And if you want to make a bold prediction and stand by it. That's just how I feel about it. Big Sarge comes back in and says, man, Auburn isn't getting respect due to the recent bias due to the several loser seasons. That's it. But like I just said to what Ken Richard said, you know, I don't agree with it. And the insider said no winning season in 9 years would do it.
Yeah, I said that. So I didn't mean to bring up Free, but it's because they kept drinking the juice.
Yeah, I guess so. Slugged up Durkin, man, in the chat. He said if Byrum was wearing that raggedy A with the mullet on his jersey, they would have etched his name on the Heisman already for next season.
Man, when he's telling the truth, that man telling the truth.
some validity to that. I like it. I like that.
Man, when that man telling the truth, he telling the truth.
Yeah, Grunt USMC. Shout out to you, man.
Shout out, man. We appreciate you, my guy.
Appreciate your service, man. That's a sharp salute. See that sharp salute? See, I got it at a 45-degree angle right there. You see it? And then we salute sharp. The media has freeze-itis for Auburn, man. Well, Freeze done froze himself out of a job, and he ain't here no more. So I wish they would stop talking about freeze and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I get what you're saying. I understand exactly what you're saying, though. Grant, USMC. James Barnett said, "Let them keep sleeping on Auburn. Let them keep that same energy when we are in the 12-team playoff." Just saying. James been on this for probably since January. So James, I'm with you on that one, James. I like the
team that float below the radar who make that type of jump, man.
You know what I'm saying? It can't happen.
Because the thing about it is, Nick, correct me if I'm wrong. Nobody thought Cam was gonna be what Cam was until you see it on the film. That's all I'm saying. We was at practice, and coach they were like, "Man, I met this big old quarterback at this Auburn meeting," and we like, "Who the hell?" And everything you know, that quarterback was running touchdowns and leaving people.
Won the Heisman Trophy. That's what he did.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
that's all I'm saying. It won the Heisman Trophy. Is what he did. Slugged up Durkin in the chat. He said they worship Tim Tebow, but you're right. You're right. Jermaine said, man, by the Iron Bowl, there will be an experienced starter. He talking about on the Alabama side. You're right. They will have played 11 games, so they will have some experience. But they still won't have more experience than one Byrum Brown. Hey, he's paired with the head coach and the offensive coordinator.
Just mess it up in the middle of the season, and Keelan Russell get pushed into a star position.
Hey, that works even more in favor for Auburn. If
that's my whole point, Nick.
Ooh, that works more in favor for Auburn. Calvin Peterson in the chat. What's up, Calvin, man? Calvin. We appreciate you, man.
Shout out, man.
War Eagle Auburn family. What's up, Calvin, man? Appreciate you so much for rocking with us, my guy. Slug Up Durkin come back and said, national media peddles this BS, Nick. Yes, they do. There they do, man. It is what it is. Mike McKinney come back and said, man, DeBoer might not make it to the Iron Bowl.
Man,
whoa, bro.
Like, hey, chill out, boy.
After I just sat here and said that his trajectory is moving up, like he's had 2 good seasons, but because they ain't in the national championship, people mad.
Man, that's why he my dog, man. The boy Macca end up messing up the boy whole coaching career. And he started off 3-3.
It's wild, ain't it? It's wild. William T in the chat. What's up, man? He said the boy has actually done pretty good. As I said, I got to give him his props. I think Alex is capable. Yes, Coach Golesh is very capable. Shout out to you, man. He come back and said, man, DeBoer is damn good, coach. He went 2-0 versus LSU, UGA, and Auburn in just 2 seasons, regular season. In the regular season. Yeah, it's true. That's true, man.
You know how it is in Alabama, you lose the wrong game.
Ant, the insider, comes in and says, man, Sellers has one of the best OCs in college today. To say he is low on this list is crazy. Yeah, but he don't have one good season. He don't have one good season. I mean, if you're looking at that situation, man, and to your point, a lot of people say he's an NFL talent. That's what they say. A lot of people say he's an NFL talent, but we haven't seen it consistently. And when you look, the thing that hurt him this year as well, in 2024, when everybody was talking about South Carolina being a playoff team, he threw for 2,500. He threw for 2,500 plus yards, but he also had over 650 yards rushing in that season as well. This past year, he threw for like 2,430 some yards this past season. Only had 270 rushing yards in the season. So basically, he regressed. He regressed a little bit.
He dropped the ball, man, because I was very high on South Carolina last offseason.
He regressed a little bit. So basically, what those stats tell me is he needs to have the ball in his hands and be a threat as a runner in order for South Carolina to have the opportunity to win football games. That's just what that tells me. Because apparently 400 yards and a couple more and 400 more rushing yards apparently, and I think he even increased in passing yards a little bit this season.
Sure.
From what he was last year. That cost them 5 games apparently. And that just might be simple, but we have to look more deeply into that. But nah, man, I mean, Yeah, the talent is there, but the
we
production
talking
ain't there.
about the board not making it through the season, and Beamer and Sellers don't come out striking.
It's a good one, man. You know what? Let's put Shane Beamer's up there. Let's look at Shane Beamer, man. Shane Beamer. Let's look at one Shane Beamer. Shane Beamer, 33 and 30.
My whole point. There we go, right now.
33 and 30 as a head coach in the SEC. Three top 10 wins in his career. He was a 2024 SEC Coach of the Year. The year today was that people were saying that they should have made the playoffs, and he's only had one 9-win season, which was the 2024 season. That's it. So you got a point there, man. You making some noise there, Marcus. You making some noise. I'm picking up what you're putting down there, my guy.
I'm just being real, Nick.
Mike McKinney said this season in the SEC will look like the mid-2000s again, team by team. So a lot of running the football is what I'm agreeing. Big Sarge said, man, he agreed with the list. I like that. Appreciate that. William T said he thinks Gunnar Stockton should be number 1. That's what he said. Over Trinidad Chambliss? That's a debate. That's a debate.
Yeah, that is. I argue that.
And says Sellers is better than Reed. Well, the stats say no, because Sellers 2,400 yards passing last year, 200 yards rushing. Reed 3,100 yards passing, almost 500 yards rushing last year, and a playoff berth. Even though they didn't win that game at home. I don't know, Ant. We got to debate that one. We got to debate that one on at a different time. We got to. Jermaine in the chat. Jermaine with the comment. He said, "I'm gonna be quiet on the Bama QB situation and hope everyone thinks they suck." Okay, Jermaine, I got you. King Richard said, "Man, if you look at the running back being the big helper for a QB, then Bama is in a lot of trouble this year. We saw that happen last year. I don't know, man. Maybe." Say excellent salute, Nick. Shout out to Grant USMC, man. We appreciate that so much, man, for rocking with us here around the water cooler, man. We thank y'all so much, man, for rocking with us. As always, man, we appreciate y'all so much for always coming around and rocking with us here, man. We don't want to keep y'all too long.
Definitely.
And we thank y'all so much for rocking with us, man. We hope y'all enjoyed the show. Kid Country, man, what you gotta say to the people before we get up out of here, my guy?
Oh man, just another day, man. Glad to be over here on Water Cooler Sports Talk, man. Just glad to be over here.
Man, we appreciate you, bro.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man.
Oh, always.
I appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you, man. That's what it is.
I love talking football, man. It's just what I love to do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just
man.
like we on the job, just around the old water cooler talking. Man.
That's what it is, man. That's what it is. That's what it is, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here, man. Marcus, what you got to say to people before we get up out of here, man?
Hey, man, y'all boy, come kick it with me tomorrow, man, on this Heat Check SEC 3rd episode, man. Got a good show for y'all to come in tomorrow, man. Then Friday, I'll be right back around the water cooler with my dog, man. So until then,
yes, sir. We appreciate y'all, man. Do us a favor, man, before we get up out of here, man. Go subscribe to these YouTube channels, man. Subscribe to I Got Tez at his SE Season. What I Got Tez over there at his SE Season. Go subscribe to him. Subscribe to Tight Sports and Alabama Football Megacast, man, as well. Subscribe to Auburn Addicts TV, Auburn_Addicts TV. What I Got DC Wolf, man. Subscribe to him as well, man. Subscribe to I Got Dustin over at the Uptempo Podcast, man. Go subscribe to them as well. I got B Sharp. Go hit the subscribe button over there. But I got B Sharp. Shout out to the Sports Talk, man. Of course, I got Baden Chris over at the Byrum Brown Podcast and the Anchor Dialogue Podcast on YouTube as well. At the Huggy Beard himself on YouTube and Twitter. At Kid Country on YouTube as well. And of course, the legend himself, Bubba and the Old Man, Auburn Sports Talk on YouTube. Also, man, go subscribe to JMHO Sports Talk. What I got, Coach Sean on the Block Sports with Coach Carr, and of course Dylan over at the College Loop, man. Also, support the people that support Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. I got DJ. Follow him on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_media. That's Hollywood and EY. And then, of course, follow him on Facebook at Hollywood Media. That's my quarterback, man. Make sure y'all go check him out, man. Mess with the people that mess with Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Also, Adelines by Chef Country, man. 2371 Highway 14, Toggleville, Alabama. Where we do it right, man. Go get the ribs. Go get the ribs. Also, go get the strawberry banana pudding. Go get it.
Banana pudding.
There's a sample of it right there. Go try it out. Go do it. It's there, man. But make sure you go over there. You check out our guy, Chef Country, man. Analyzed by Chef Country. Where we do it right.
Catfish.
Highway 14.
Catfish.
Alabama, man. That's where we rock it at, man. Also, man, I got Tez. We'll be live tomorrow for lunch breaks. Engage, baby. It was all a dream, man. 11:30 a.m. Eastern time, 10:30 a.m. Central time. Make sure you go over there and check out. I got Tez over on at It's SE Season with lunch breaks. Go check him out over there, man. I'll be in the comments over there as well. I don't know. Maybe he'll have some people on with him as well. We don't know yet. Maybe. So we'll see. But check out lunch breaks and hit the subscribe button over there at SE Season, man. What I got Tez over on YouTube. Also, man, go follow us on our social medias, man. Follow us at CoolerSpot23 on YouTube. On Twitter, excuse me. Follow us at the Water Cooler Talk on Instagram and TikTok. And of course, the Water Cooler Talk podcast on Facebook. Also, www.watercoolertalksports.com. Again, it's www.watercoolertalksports.com, man. We are in the process of expanding the website, offering some more things on there. I don't want to say too much right now because it's going to be a very intensive expansion because we try to do some really, really big things with the website. And we want to get to that point to where people can look at us as a source of information. So yeah, www.watercoolertalksports.com. Visit the site over there and take a look at some of the content in written form over there, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. King Richard came in and said, man, shout out to KK. All night. It's her last softball game with middle school.
Yay! Shout out KK.
Moving to JV next year, man.
Going for 10,
man. That's what's up, man. So we appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here around the water cooler. And shout out to KK, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Fellas, we about to get up out of here, man. I get what Marcus said, man. We'll be back Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. We'll be back around the water cooler. As always, before we get out of here, man, y'all have a good one. Better yet, y'all have a great one. Y'all be blessed, man. Make sure you give the man upstairs above his because he deserves all the praise and all of the glory because it is what it is. He deserves it all. He deserves it all. It's what it is, man. He woke you up this morning, started you on your way, Give him the praise, give him the glory, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us, man. And as always, Martin, when he walked out of the apartment for the last time on the Martin show, he wrote 2 words on the wall. He wrote these 2 words, and I'm going to say them right now. He wrote one love. Ladies and gentlemen, it is one love. We'll be back Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Y'all be easy. Y'all be blessed. Y'all stay super fly. So super fly. All right, man. We out here, man. Y'all be easy. Peace, man.